CJ Wiley, welcome to Revibed Records.
Thank you.
And welcome to Wrexham.
Thank you.
Is it your first time here?
First time here.
First time in the UK or just in wonderful Wrexham?
First time in Wrexham.
Okay.
Yeah, it's amazing. I love it here. Everybody's so sweet and like it's gorgeous and yeah, having a great time.
So when did you come over? When did you arrive?
On Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
And like a overnight flight and then like 4-hour drive and we're here and I still kind of am feeling the effects of like it's definitely like it feels like it's like 2 a.m. and also like 8 a.m. You know what I mean? I was like
So have you seen any bands so far?
Oh yeah.
Who's your favourites?
I mean, I guess I've seen a bunch of Canadian artists.
Right.
So I saw Ellen Fraze. I saw. I've been meaning to see Ballsy.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm hoping to catch them today.
Yeah.
Who else have I seen? Luca something. Oh, I forgot his last name, but gorgeous voice. Yeah, like quite a few. Like honestly, just been bouncing around.
Which is the thing you can do in Focus. It's great because you got to have such variety of locations. So have you been to a lot of the different venues then? You've been around, and what's your favourite venue you've got?
So far maybe the Parish.
Right. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Tastes good.
I also really liked Royal Oak. I did a acoustic set there yesterday, and I really enjoyed it.
That's ideal for that kind of set because it is very intimate, isn't it? There, it's just really good. Yeah, and the Parish all year round. The Parish has amazing bands on, so they're the kind of the pub venue if you want for Wrexham, which is great.
Yeah, we're playing there tonight. It's gonna be really like
you got that down all
like a rock and roll.
Yeah, 100%. And I think the whole vibe there is exactly that. It is very much like an indie rock and rolly type kind of place, which is great. It's all geared towards that. So why Focus Wales?
Yeah, well, I mean, so I'm here in the UK to do some showcasing. So starting here at Focus Wales, going to London, and then Brighton for the Great Escape.
Yep. As you say, Canada, you're not going to the... Yes, you say it.
So yeah, the thing about Canada right now is like, nobody's going to America. Like, that is like an unsafe place for a lot of people. And,
it's just bonkers, really.
It really is.
It's crazy.
So, I mean, that would be like, the easiest for a Canadian to do is like to go into that market. But now that that's not an option, we're like Canadians, lots of Canadians are coming over here to the UK and Europe as well. And like, trying to like, make some roots here and get some fans. And also like, I'd love to like work with some artists here or go on some tours. So this is just like my first time bringing my music here, and definitely not the last. I want to come back as soon as possible.
So did Focus Wales almost like recruit you in Canada? How did that work? How did that kind of go about?
Yeah, so I guess they like have like they pick a few artists from each country, I'm guessing, and bring them over. So I was just lucky enough to be chosen to come,
I mean, Andy and Neil, I mean, they're great guys, and they have, I think, not only an understanding of what is good music, but I think what Focus Wales needs and how that all works together. Because, as you said, there's a lot of Canadian artists over here, and that's not an accident. And the way they're actually scheduled enables you to go and support them as well as them supporting you, and it works very, very well. So I think that format absolutely nailed, to be fair to them. It's really, really good. So your music, how would you describe your music?
Like grunge Americana.
Right.
Or maybe we should say a Canadian.
I think we should start that word. Yeah, that's right. Let's get moving on from it. Canadian. We do that. Yes. So if and so obviously people will look at certain artists and go, who would you say is your kind of like idol, if you want, within the music industry? Who would you say you actually would go and get their albums out, and you're in a record shop right now? Where would you go and kind of delve into?
Well, Courtney Barnett is one of my biggest influences and like heroes. So definitely her. For my music, like as influence, it's all over the map, really. Like the record I just put out is like really eclectic, so it like really kind of like takes you on a ride. But some influences like Sheryl Crow, so like 90s kind of, Americana country-esque type thing. But also there's a little bit of like slacker rock in there, so maybe like a little bit of Pavement or if you're like doing like 90s like pop rock, then maybe like Third Eye Blind kind of thing. So it's all over the map.
So I mean, how do you think your career has progressed then? Is it kind of like you mentioned about the eclectic mix of the new album, etc.? Is that something you've gone to deliberately, or just over time has kind of come about, or has it always been like that?
I feel like there's something about me and the way that I approach music. It's like I kind of get bored when everything sounds the same. And like I totally get it that like that's a thing that a lot of people do, and it's a lot of like it's a way to like make your mark. But I feel like there's like a fun way to have a cohesive album and still have it like every song kind of has its own life. So that's what I'm into. When I'm in the studio or when I'm like writing songs, I just don't feel like artists should have to pigeonhole themselves into one genre.
Great.
So that's what I did with this record. I was just like, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. And I think it's still like really cohesive, but yeah.
So is it self-produced then, or have you got a producer that's very, very aware of your requirements, if you want?
Yes, absolutely. So I worked with the artist Boy Golden. He's from Manitoba, Canada. And he does like kind of like a rootsy, psychedelic, almost, kind of vibe. Like his, I guess, like the stuff that he's putting out now is like more like folk-ish. But I like deliberately worked with him because he was making music that I wanted to make.
Okay.
I was like, I listened to his record.
So you're on the same page then, basically. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I was just like, that's the kind of stuff I want to make.
Right.
Something like that, lifts your spirits. I also like infuse a lot of positivity into music as well.
Because I mean, when you said about the album, I got asked a question by a band the other day where, what's your favourite track on your album? The answer I gave is kind of a bit cliche in some respects, going, well, there isn't one. Because I think an album it works in totality. It's that journey, it's that flow, if you want, going through, which is what you just said just now. So it sounds like you've got that with your producer, you've got that understanding that you're producing an article there for one rather than just individual pieces of music. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
So you mentioned obviously you want to do a bit more touring every year and what is next for you? Like next year or so, 18 months. What do you see? Where do you want to be? What have you got in the plans? What's happening with you?
Well, I mean, right now I'm on this tour, but I'm also on a tour like that started in Canada too. So I run a concert series. It's called Big Gay Night.
Right.
It's for queer and trans musicians.
Right.
And so I'm bringing that kind of like all around Canada and now to the UK as well.
Right.
And so that's something that I'm definitely like focusing on. Like, what I really want to do with my music and my career is to make more space for queer and trans people. So that's definitely something that's like
fantastic. That's really good.
I'm focusing on that for sure.
Yeah, and that's something. I mean, this shop is we build on that. I mean, you can see the flag behind us up there. The Welsh kind of
oh yes,
LGBTQ.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I used to be when I was working back from America. I know so is America. Very recently, I was the chair of the LGBTQ plus group because I feel that it is kind of underrepresented, and it is something that is. I had a conversation at work about when you talk about the race things that kick off in the US. I was going, that can happen in any community, any kind of, and so the LGBTQ plus has always been very important to us in this shop. And
that's great. I love that.
We need to have more support there. We need to help whoever's helping in that area. So I'm delighted to hear that. I think that's fantastic to do. So is there anything tangible you've got on the back of that, or is it just a case of now at the moment it's kind of like in plans and you want to kind of like develop it, or are you just expanding what you've currently got in Canada?
Yeah, I mean, like the concert series that I run, Big Gay Night, has been like very, very successful because I feel like there really is a need for that type of thing. So it ends up being really popular. People want to show up. People want to be with their community.
Yep.
And so it's a big deal for me to like be taking it to other countries.
Yep.
So the one I'm doing one in London next week, and I'm really, really excited about that. So like it's in motion for sure.
And I think with recently, I don't know if you know, the legislation has been talked about in the UK about trans side. It's obviously a very, very hot topic at the moment because the misunderstanding of misinterpretation, if you want, of everything that's going on there is quite scary. I mean, it's kind of the repercussions of it, can be tremendous. I think really could be, and I think that's why it's really important to have that on the agenda. Okay, when you're on tonight, looking forward to that.
Very much, yeah. 10:30 at the Parish.
Yep.
It's gonna be a party.
It will be a party.
Yeah.
I guarantee. I will be there. Actually.
Oh, really?
You're on the schedule already. Before we had this discussion planned, I saw that. Yeah, I'm definitely going to see you. So I will definitely be there. So really looking forward to it. So thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it. I know you're very busy schedules, etc. So really appreciate your time. And
Thanks for having me.
no problem at all. It's a pleasure.
Nice.
Thanks, CJ. Appreciate that.
You guys